So on the first question, it says find the point of intersection of y equals to x squared minus 4x, as you can see on the smartboard. Now, the second one is y equals to 12. So girls, can you see up here the two lines, so the two graphs intersect at those 2 points, minus 2, so minus 2 and 12, 6 and 12. So I've drawn up those two equations up on smartboard, okay? You need to algebraically figure out those two coordinates yourself. Okay, so that's what that question means. Find the point of intersection, they want you to find those 2 points. Okay, and I'll show you how. Alright, girls, listening. See how y is equal to 12 and y is equal to that? So I can replace this y with 12 because they're both equal to y. Does that make sense? Yes. So 12 is equal to x squared minus 4x. That's what I can write. Yes. Yep. Bring everything to one side now because we want everything equal to 0 as usual. And then from here, if I bring this plus 12 to the other side, it becomes minus 12. From here, the first question you should ask yourself is, can I factorize it? Yes. Yeah, I can. If you can't, we've got two methods, completing the square or quadratic formula, but you always want to be able to factorize it. So minus goes on this. So the answer is, put it in bracket like that. What does x equal to here? Minus 2? And x is equal to 6. Yeah, as you can see, we got those two coordinates up on the smartboard. We got the minus 2 and 6. Now, the 12 and the 12 is basically just this. They're both going to have the same y coordinate because they both intersect at the line y equals to 12. So your final answer is, as you can see up there, minus 2 and 12 and 6 and 12. Okay, so that's your final answer. You have to get the coordinate of the x and y. Which is what I'm doing now. Okay, so this is a basic example. In this question, as usual, both of these are equal to y. So I can say that first line is equal to the second equation like that. Yes. Yep. Yeah. Now, I'm going to bring everything to one side as usual. It doesn't matter where you bring it. I'll just work with the left-hand side, okay? If I bring this minus 3x to the other side, that's minus 11 plus 3, which is minus 8, yeah? I'm skipping steps here. If I bring this plus 16 to the other side, that becomes 4 minus 16, which is minus 12, okay? Now, see how we've got the minus in front of the x squared? We don't want that, so factorize it out. If I take away minus out, what does that rest become? Plus 8x plus 12, yep? Now, once again, same question, can I factorize that? Yes, I can. 6 and 2. Yes, 6 times 2 is 12, 6 plus 2 is 8. Okay, so as you can see from here, x is equal to minus 2, x is equal to minus 6. Now we've got to figure out what the y values are for each of these coordinates. So just substitute this minus 2. I'm going to substitute it in this one because that one looks long. So either one, you're going to get the same answer. Let's sub it in this one. So if I sub it in there, if I do minus 3 times, what's that? Minus 2 plus 16, that's 6 plus 16.
It's 21.
22. Yeah, not this time, Ramsha. Now, I have to edit that. I have to edit that now. All right.
18 plus 16.
Yeah, so for this one now, yes, so that's minus 3. Don't forget the minus times minus 6 plus 16. That's 18 plus 16. What's that? Is that 34?
14.
18 plus 16 is 34. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yep. So as your final answer, you need to write it as a coordinate, or it's preferable if you did, and that will be your answer. Okay? And obviously you can always check using graphing program, which I won't do because you get the point. All right. Second last example, same thing. Girls, y is equal to that. So just sub that in here. Yeah, y is x squared. So replace this y with the x squared. So what do I get? So
X squared plus 2x equals to 8.
yes, same steps as usual. Let's just rearrange this so that x squared comes first. You always want to make x squared comes first. Minus 8 equals 0. Can I factorize that?
No. Yes.
Where does the minus go? Yeah. Okay, girls, I'm not going to do the rest. You know what to do. Same steps. Yep. Now, let's have a look at this particular example. I'm not sure why I wanted to go through it, but let's have a look at y. So same thing. They're both equal to y. So I'm going to write x squared plus 3x minus 3. Okay. What am I writing next for the x? If I bring this 2x to the other side?
It's 5x. 1x.
This I can't factorize. I'm going to use quadratic formula. Let me write the numbers. Alright. What am I writing?
Minus 1.
Minus, remember this is your A, B, C, the whole thing. So minus 1 plus or minus?
1 squared.
1 squared minus 4 times 1 times minus 4 over 2 times A is 2. So that's minus 1 plus or minus. What's that? 1 plus 16? 17. Minus times minus. Now, girls, in one of the exercise questions, they won't ask you to solve it. They'll simply ask you how many solutions are there between the two equations. Which means, girls, refer to the number inside the square root, which is a discriminant.
It's 1.
Girls, if the number inside the square root is positive, how many solutions or roots are there?
1.
So in this case, there'll be 2 solutions. Okay, so if they ask you that, you just have to go up to this step and stop. Okay, if they ask you how many solutions are there between the two equations, but if they ask you to solve it, you have to keep going, which is what I'm doing now. Okay, yeah. No, no. You either get 2, 1, or none. All right, now, the reason why I want to go through this, girls, listening, this is obviously 2 solutions right now, plus and minus. If I was to write this separately, girls, it will be this.
Yes.
Okay, now, girls, this is the part I wanted to explain. Look at that. Do you know how we have to now figure out what the y values are for each of these x values? Look at that. We have to substitute that into one of the equations. It is a bit disgusting.
Easy.
You don't want to put in this first one for sure. Let's try putting in the second one. It hopefully works out smoothly. So, girls, if I replace this x with this, let's have a look at what I get. So that's 2 times that whole thing. So that's minus 1 plus root 17. And can you see how it's going to work out nicely? Plus 1. Just have a look. What can I do from here? Oh, look. Yeah. Furthermore, girls, what's that?
0.
Yeah, so what's left over?
0.
Just root 17. Yeah?
17.
So that's root 17. Let's do the same thing for this one now. So let me do it again here. So I've got 2 times. I'm going to write that in. Minus 1 minus root 17 all over 2 plus 1. Does it simplify? Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Okay. So girls, don't be afraid even if it's a really long expression. I'm not saying it will always be nice and smooth like this, but it usually should if the question is set out to make you solve simultaneously. Okay? So I won't write the coordinates, but you get the point. Okay? All right?